And in this section I want to mention multiple techniques as I mentioned in the previous session, for instance about the gypsum boards, or for instance the concrete part, and so on. Let's see. Firstly, the first point here is that if you wanted to um, use a material at these sections at a and you don't want it to use ceilings, as you can see, you can use paint. But how? Let me select these stairs here, and then I put it into a section box where I can isolate the stairs like this way. And then from the modify tab I select paint, and then you can search for plaster, gypsum board, concrete, or whatever as the materials. You can create new materials, new finishing 5. Then after selecting these materials you can click on the faces, watch this, and if you wanted to calculate the volume in this schedule, or in area, actually I mean area, since volume here is not useful. Anyway, you can click on the faces related to the desired materials you want to associate them. Let me do these, watch this. Then I just click on the faces impatiently, and you can show for instance the material of plaster, or I don't know, gypsum board by paint, and I click on these faces as well to associate it like this way. And also at the other side of the support I click on it, great, and at the other side, and also here and this face, great. However, these faces are going to be connected to the wall, and maybe there is no need to click on them. Okay, so we don't have to associate plaster to them. But if you wanted to do, you can click on the face, done. Here it is using paint. But if you wanted to create the substrate layer, here, just like the CAD file, you can use ceilings. For instance, here in architecture tab, ceilings, and then sketch. Afterwards, from this part to this part, we click. Then using a slope arrow, we slope it. Then I set it to a slope degrees. After clicking on finish, I open the section view to check the position. And here is the ceiling. Firstly, let me measure the angle of the stair, 30.96. So we select it and then we specify 30.96 degrees. Here is the result. Afterwards, from this part, we minimize the height or offset from level. Watch this. We should consider 160 for the distance between them. And let me see, by this way. And since it is sloped, here if I draw a line, watch this, like this way, we have to align the ceiling with the underside of the stair. Let me create an opening, rectangle, then like this way we draw the rectangle. Afterwards, this, then we trim them, great, and finish. I open the section view, selecting it, then adjust it, then let me see, selecting this, then I want to adjust it. It cuts the element in the intersections. Let me reset the view by this way, and then I select the box. Watch this. Then I should extend the ceiling, and if we check the ceiling, as you can see, it is connected to this part, so we should connect it to the box or to the landing. Let me open the plan view, and for the axis lines or guidelines here in the section view, watch this, the reference planes, and also another one at the other side of the stair. I should select these two reference planes, and then I create a new subcategory as reference stair. Okay, then I specify a color, red, only for these two, to distinguish them better, and I choose aligning line. Then I open the plan view, watch these two lines, I select ceiling, edit, and then I adjust it with the reference planes or align them. Open the section view and finish it. Check it out. Right now they are aligned based on the two reference planes. We should adjust the distance 160 like this way. Again, select, edit, opening the plan view and edit, align these two, and then modify and finish. Great. And as we adjust it, the height is changing. Again, we specify to say the previous one. I select the ceiling, opening the plan view, edit, and I align it. It may take some time, but finally we can model it. Watch this, better than before, like this way. And then, however, we can specify the height after from level. Then I open the 3D view, and we specify gypsum board for the material. However, we can create some patterns if you were interested. For instance, you can draw some openings. Watch this, like this way. And then you can create other ceilings at that part. Let me open the section view. Let me make a copy to clipboard, and then I paste it at the same place. And then for height offset from level, I add to 50. Let me check the thickness, 15. We added 15, 50 actually. Then let me edit it here. And then I delete this. I want to keep it here and finish. Opening the section view, check it out. We got a pattern or a design, as you can see. So we got too many options. You can select, align, and connecting them. Then this is the result. However, you can get some ideas by searching and model them for the ceilings.